I've been playing mostly bullet these days. Alright, 1790. I'm not going to berserk. Alright, let's just keep developing. Got a nice center. Alright. Close his bishop off. He's going to start attacking it. You know, maybe I'll take, and then he has that weak pawn. I kind of like that idea. Although now he's attacking my... Alright. Oh, I could have pinned. I should have pinned. I think I'm going to take this. Alright. Take this. I'm going to pawn. I can still take. That was not a good move. This is a pretty easy win, actually. If he moves the king over, then... Alright, just start moving the pawn. I can just move the king in, start taking the pawns. I can even just do this. Simple. He's way down on time, too. Why do they do this? Why do they do this? This is so dumb. So dumb. That was very disrespectful. I'm up 3 pawns. I'm way higher rated than you, buddy. Come on, don't be a punk. Alright, let's do one more. Yeah, not a big fan when they do like that, to be honest. Alright, so I've been playing a lot of bullet. It's not really good for your chess. It does keep you a little bit sharp. Alright, I'm going to try to play the Joe Bava, Morning Joe Bava. This is probably not a line, I have no clue. But I like this, just very, oh, I meant to play H4. Very aggressive attack. It's probably not sound, but it does seem to prevent a lot of, or create a lot of problems. Okay, well, that gives me a big center. Alright. Now I'm just going to ram my pawns through. What is he doing? Let's see here. Really? I don't know about that. It looks like it just loses a piece. See what I said? It just creates a lot of problems. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. Alright. Well, win more material. Take, get my queen in. I mean... I honestly feel like just taking this. He didn't even take. That's hilarious. Alright, I just gotta not lose on time. I'm gonna take all his pawns first. That was such a dumb draw. See this one? Ugh, how annoying is that? Very annoying. It's hard to play on a phone, though. He just played really bad, though. Really bad. Alright, I really don't know. This is why I don't really study openings as much. Although it's very useful to know the ideas behind the openings, because even if you don't know a line, you can see that I just basically you kind of develop your own ideas, which actually is a very underrated method of learning openings. If you don't know a line, but you know an idea, like, okay, I'll play d5, I'll play c6, then you can kind of follow those ideas and see where it leads. Okay, so you get this. You can see that I basically lost a tempo there too. All right, he gives me the center. The center is very important, obviously. Now, I probably should have taken objectively with one of the pieces, but, well, he got a draw because he was fast, but, you know, it's bullet. It happens. All right, he moves his pawns on the queen side. He just has no plan, really. No plan. I mean, I'm already a piece up, so he should be resigning, but this is bullet again. All right, simplify. That's another lesson, just simplifying the end game. All right, I'll do one more. Back to tournament. That draw is annoying me. That's why a bullet gets really annoying, because players, they don't resign. They just try to time you out, and I mean, that's part of the game. I get it, but it does get annoying. For me, my main focus with bullets really is to try to play high quality as much as I can. A lot of players just try to move incredibly fast, and you will get some games that way, but what you really should use bullet for is to try to improve your chess. I mean, what's the point otherwise if you're just playing for speed and a worthless point, essentially? Okay. He's going to move the pawn up. Oh, it's a 1400. All right. Try to get in. All right, he gets out in the nick of time. All right, how do I want to break this open? Let's move there. When the center is locked, you want to try to start a wing attack to open lines, and that is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to bring that other rook in. All right, I got to find a way to break through. All right, he's starting to have some big problems. He should move the king over and then get that in, but all right, now he has no active plan, as you can see. No active plan. All right, so I'm going to win queen and a bishop for 2 rooks. That is a great trade. All right, I'll stop his idea. Now I can swing my queen over. All right. Okay, I knew he was going to do that. All right. I'll block him off with here. With this. All right, so let's see. Should have taken that pawn, but all right, I'm just gonna do a breakthrough anyway. Break. All right, this wins. This wins. This wins. Just start moving the pawn. That was a bad decision on his part. All right. Well, you know, I'm not proud about beating a 1400, but he actually played pretty well in the opening, pretty solid. Just when you, at that range, 1400, 1500 bullet, when they start defending is when they just miss all the tactical ideas normally. All right. Going for the d4, bishop to f4, and knight to c3 setup. I like this early queen to d2 because you can just start attacking and just start pushing the pawn. I mean, who cares? You know, even just sack. Well, I don't know what he's doing there. This looks pretty brutal, actually. All right, well, I'm going to check. All right, I'm going to check him again. Let's see. Take. All right. I'll just castle. Play f4. Start trying to break through as soon as possible. Now if he takes on f4, I'm actually going to take here. That is... Alright, now I'm threatening g5 or g4. And also, yeah, he can take... I'm still threatening g4. And I'm going to bring the bishop in. Well, he can check. Yeah. You go queen to e3 and keep his knight. Alright. Takes with a check, and I get my pawn back. And he's way down on time. And I'm going to win all the material. Oh, I should have taken... that's fine. Alright, well, at least he resigned. Wow. Ending with a 1700 who actually resigns. That is incredible. Alright, yeah, this was just a tournament. I'm going to leave it there. We can do a quick review of this game. So again, the opening with the bishop to f4, d4, bishop to f4, knight to c3. There's a lot of ideas in this opening. I really love it. Normally, I'm not a d4 player, but I've been playing a lot of d4 to get the Jobava system because it is so solid and so aggressive if you play it right. The early queen to d2, it looks weird, but that's actually a line that I saw in some situations where you don't even castle queenside yet. You just go queen to d2, bishop to h6, and start pushing the h-pawn. Eventually you castle when you get a moment to breathe, but you're basically just unrelentless in attacking. And you can see that kind of worked out here. He should have taken and then made me sack, but that still is going to create a lot of problems. All right, so then you just, yeah, I don't know. This move here, queen to h4, well, I'm not an analysis, but that was an interesting idea, actually. I think that actually, that's what I was looking at for a split second. Actually, let's go to the analysis here. All right, so I want to turn request computer analysis. If you go queen to h4, you're really threatening a lot of stuff, and he can't. He's going to have to find a way to keep his queen, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that works too. I don't know, it's not showing the evaluation. Alright, you can see I made a few mistakes, or I guess inaccuracies. But otherwise, it's just very solid. You see just when you know the ideas. Alright, bishop to h6, h4. Now, this is a misnomer when learning openings, is a memorization. That's why people say don't memorize. And they're like, well, how am I going to know the opening? Well, it's because you know the idea of which section of the board you're playing on, where your pieces should be. That's the main thing. And actually, you should really do it backwards, where you learn the strategic ideas in the middle game, and then you flip around and you go, oh yeah, okay, my pieces should be on, you know, bishop to f4 or h6, and then that's why I'm developing to this square, and then, oh, my king should be safe, castled on the queen side. That's, you know, it takes time, but it should be an enjoyable process. You play games, you see where you went wrong. I mean, on lichess, I've played 50,000 games, a huge waste of time, by the way. But I enjoy it, so that's how I've gotten better over the years. I need to make a final push for Master. I've had multiple performances in the past couple of years of tournaments where it was above 2200, but I just need to really have a solid opening repertoire and be sharp in the tactics. All right, thanks.